Hello and welcome to part 15 of the UBIK solution. Today I want to improve a little bit on the elbows to make them a little bit more stable. And by that I mean there are certain situations where that projection of the forward vector from the hand is hitting a spot where it doesn't really look good, and it's going to make a kind of a flip, which obviously doesn't look very good. So I'm going to build what I'm going to call a safeguard angle function in this video here. So we're going to build that in here, where inside the solve arms, in the rotate elbow by hand rotation that we built last time, and it was outputting the 0.6 fraction of the angle that we calculated. And what I'm going to do now is to create a mechanism that looks at the last hand. So it's going to take this and it's going to subtract. We're going to subtract that from the new angle and take the absolute value of this. So that means the positive part of this here. So if this positive part is greater than a certain threshold, let's just say something like something big, definitely above 90 degrees. So let's say 120 degrees. If it's bigger than that, then it's just going to use whatever it was last time. So it's basically just going to use this. So we're going to do a select here, select float, and if it's greater than this, it's going to just use this same value here, and otherwise it's going to use the angle itself. And what we're going to do now is to mark up all this, because this can be used below here as well, and then collapse this into a function that will look like this. If we go into this, go into the function, we can simplify this quite a bit, because these two, this is an A and this is also an A, and this is a B and this is also a B. So that's just the way the collapse function refactors it. It's looking a little bit weird. So we can just get rid of A2 and B2. And this A, I forget, this was A was the last angle, and B is the current. So A is last and B is current. And this is, let's call it just new. And let's turn it into a pure function, and also make sure, let's give it a better name, something like safeguard angle. And let's also promote this to a parameter, so we can control this from outside, and let's call this a threshold. If we compile and then default this to, let's say 120, I think I said. That means that when we see it from the outside now, it looks like this, and we're actually going to need a little bit more space, because we're also going to add in a, since we're now doing a little bit of tuning of this, so we're also going to add in a float interp here. So this is going to be the target, and the current is whatever it was in the last frame, and then we have the get world delta seconds, and an interp speed, which let's promote this to a variable. We call this hand rotation hand elbow rotation. So this is basically how fast we will react to the hand rotation. So if I give it something fairly low to begin with, so we can see it in action, like 5, this will hopefully be a little bit more clear. So I'm just gonna, before I test out, I'm gonna take and replicate this, whoops, below here. Okay. So this is going to be the angle is here is going to be the current, and the right hand angle goes up here as the last. Threshold is the same. The current is the last right hand angle, and then it needs to go into the right hand angle here. I think that is it. So we should be able to test this. We can test it in simulate first. So when I'll take my hand and rotate it, you can see it's taking a little bit of time to rotate before it reacts, which may or may not be what you want. But as I said, this is something we can tune, and definitely should be set quite a bit higher. So let's hit play in VR, folks. Hello? I don't know what happened with the right arm. It's completely freaked out. Okay, there we go. It looks fairly okay. And this is still an issue, and I hope I can address that in the next video. But now we have a little bit better elbow handling. So what I want to do here before we end this video here, this is just going to be a short one. I want to take this value here, and what did I use? 15 I used. So let's give it the same value as I had before. So now it is interping, but it's hard to see that it is. It's actually moving quite one-to-one with the elbow. But yeah, I just wanted to add this into the solution. All right. Let's see. Yeah, we're gonna circle back, I think, to the shoulder logic. Because we currently don't have a very robust way of handling the situation where you have your hands behind your head. And what I mean by that is so you want when I'm here and my hand moves behind here, it's sort of okay. But if we look down, we see something at this point is definitely wrong. The chest moves weirdly. You see, this is definitely wrong. Yeah, and we have some weird issue here as well. So it's absolutely something which needs fixing. So we're gonna, yeah, I think we're gonna circle back to this, as I said, in the next video, and see if we can improve on that. So that is what I had for this time. I hope you enjoyed, and I will be seeing you in the next. Be sure to leave a comment on the videos if there's something you're missing or something is not clear. Then I can always see if I can address them in a later video. Otherwise, I'm gonna try and comment on them if I can explain that. All right, so I will be seeing you next. Bye.